Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So in this video we'll be talking about Germany, right? So I know there's a lot of students who come to the UK and then they struggle to get a job here in the UK or like start of thinking about a career in the UK. Therefore, I was thinking about okay, if I was in that situation, what would be some of the countries which I would like to explore? And one of the countries right now, what on my list is like Germany. Germany could be like a really good country for people who come to the UK. They find difficulty to get a job, therefore they're looking for what could be the other country to go, and Germany could be a really good one. And I explain you what the reason is and what exactly does the visa process looks like, right? Because a lot of confusion is on the visa processes, how long it takes for me to get settled in that country, and that's exactly the point of this video. So let's straight away get started, right? So the very first thing is why Germany? Why just like Germany? So I think of you have came here to the UK and you're going to be struggling to get a job opportunities, right? And we're looking here for alternative countries, and we're talking about Germany. And the reason there is, it's got like a really strong economy, and it has got low unemployment. It's got affordable cost of living versus the UK. So if you look at the cost of living matrices, we'll do a deeper dive probably in a different video, but it's really affordable compared to the UK. And it also has many English speaking jobs in technology sector, engineering section, business fields, right? So these three fields in particular has a really big job market, big job opportunities out there, and it's got a really clear pathway to permanent residency and citizenship, and no tuition fee if you need to study further, right? So there's like loads of benefits when it comes to think of like selecting Germany as an alternative destination. Is really attractive for the reasons I've just mentioned. Now we'll be talking about the language requirements, because I know there's so much questions around the language requirement. I'll be talking about that in a second, but before we go there, let me explain about the visa processes, right? Because that's going to be critical. So there's like two different visas which you should be learning about when you're thinking of move to Germany. The very first visa type is job seeker visa. Now let's say if you're in a situation where you have graduated already from the UK, or even let's say if you got post-study work visa, even that's coming to expire, it's coming to its expiry date. So you're thinking about, well, I still had this big dream of being in abroad, settling in abroad, and it's coming to a point where you're struggling to find a job opportunity in the UK. So for you guys, if you want to move to Germany, the visa to look for is job seeker visa, right? So this is a visa for students who don't have a job yet, and you can apply from UK or home country, and this visa is going to be valid for 6 months, lets you enter Germany and attend interviews. So you can be in Germany for 6 months, you can apply for the jobs, go for the interviews, and then get a job itself, right? And what you need for this visa, what are the requirements? You need a valid passport, which you'll have a UK degree certificate because of the master's degree here in the UK. You'll need proof of funds, which is 11,208 euros. You'll need proof of accommodation and health insurance. So these are the 5 things which you need. So that's the first visa type, and the second visa type is something called work visa / EU blue card. So if you already have a job offer from Germany, this is a visa which you'll be looking for. Now let's say this is the best for somebody. Let's say you're here for your master's program, right? Or let's say you're just about to graduate and you got a job in Germany, and the company where you got a job, this is a visa which will be applying on your behalf, which is going to be the work visa, which will give you the EU blue card essentially, right? Or this is for somebody who has just graduated and you're in your first 2 or 3 months of post-study work visa, saying that UK, very less job opportunities. Germany, I've already got the job offer, and you'll go on this visa to Germany, right? So you'll get 1 to 4 years residency depending on your contract. So if you got a 4 years contract, you'll get it. If it's 2 years, depending on the number of years of contract you have. And we'll be talking about how can you get permanently settled in the next section. And you can apply directly for this national visa. It's called Type B, and it's faster PR track under Blue Card card scheme. So you're eligible to get faster PR because you get a blue card as you get the work visa for Germany. Now, what are the EU blue card requirements? So we're talking about the blue card which you need. I'll be talking in the next section why you need the blue card, but what are the requirements? Let's just get clarified in this section. You need a salary threshold from the employer of 45,300 euros per year. Now that's going to be pretty average. It's like an average salary out in Germany. So you need a recognized degree, and you'll need an employment contract in Germany. So these are just the EU blue card requirements which you should be knowing about. Now in this section of the video, we talk about step-by-step guide how can you settle in the German. Before we go there, I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, which is Ember Students. Ember Student is a phenomenal platform because it's a marketplace of student accommodations. If you're planning to move to the UK for your next intake, whenever you're coming here, go to just Ember Students. The link is in the description of this video. It'll give you all the accommodations available in the city where your university is located, right? So what you can do is, the benefit of the marketplaces, you can select, do you want to go for the cheapest university, cheapest accommodation, mid-price accommodation, what could be facilities you want to have, do you want to share with 6 people, 4 people, just by your own self, it's a studio apartment you want to look at. All the options are available at Amber Students platform, right? So make sure you check out their platform, and they have got a very active team. I've been working them for the whole last 3 to 4 years now, never had an issue at all, right? So I highly recommend you to book your accommodation through Amber Students. Now let's talk about how you can get the settlement. So let's say if you're somebody who doesn't have a job right now, you'll move to Germany, you'll get something called a job seeker visa. You'll apply by your own self, you'll get it for up to 6 months. After 6 months, let's say you search for a job, you got a job in Germany, so you'll get a job and you'll apply for a residence permit. So either you can apply for two routes. So obviously you need to apply for the national work visa type D, which we talked about. If you are on that regular work visa for 5 years, then you can apply for the permanent residency. Or else, as we talk about the requirements of the blue card, if your job hits that salary threshold of 45,300 euros, then you get the blue card privileges. What it means is that your permanent residency gets fast tracked. So instead of 5 years on regular visa, you just get your permanent residency while spending 33 months on blue card. So that's the second option of spending 33 months on blue card. You can get a permanent residency. Amazing opportunity out there. Think about the UK. We don't have any way to accelerate it further than the 5 years. Obviously there's options of business and so on, but in terms of work visa related, there's hardly any options to get the permanent residency in 33 months. So that's another advantage out there. And the last one is, if you have a B1 German certification, which is on the language side, you just get your permanent residency in 21 months. Then after that, if you're going to apply for, so now you've got the permanent residency, you get loads of benefits with the permanent residency. And after that, after 5 years, you can apply for the German citizenship. So that's the entire fall of the work process in terms of the visas, which you should be aware about, right? I hope this all made sense. In the last section, I want to just talk about the language, right? So now you might be thinking that, oh Jashan, I want to go there, do I need to learn German, right? In order to get a job, you need to learn German, right? So the answer to that is not necessarily, right? Even so, there's so many companies who just operate in English language, right? So their work culture is based upon the English language. So you should be able to get the job. However, now think about this, right? You want to be there for a long period of time. So let's say if you want to go for a grocery, you want to book an Uber, you want to speak to locals, you need to learn German, right? So therefore, it's always recommended that you learn German before you go in Germany, right? Not learn before you go to Germany, but as you are getting a job seeker visa for that 6 months, make sure you get a certification which qualifies you for German language, because that will become very important when you apply for the permanent residency, right? Because you need a German certification, right? So you can start learning those languages either through Duolingo platform, this Babbel platform. There's so many platforms if you just search up online which helps you with German language. And the certification which you need to go for would be I'll put the name over here. It's a bit difficult, it's really hard to pronounce it, and that will be globally accepted, right? And that, so basically for the German language there are different levels. So A1 is the basics, so you'll start with A1, you'll get A2, then we talked about B1, right? So for permanent residency you at least need a B1 language of qualification. So you'll start with a basic level, advanced level. So that's the flow of the language which you'll be learning. So I hope this video made sense. I think this was just a full guide for somebody who's looking to move to Germany, and with a bit of flavor around if you're already in the UK, Germany could be a really good destination. I hope this video has been helpful. Make sure you comment down, okay, what could be the other country you want to know more information about. I'm happy to make that video. Thank you so much.